Howdy, everybody. Revival House, artist formerly known as BTM Review. One of these days, we're going to stop saying that. I feel like I still need to say it every now and again until the things get going. But here was Zach and Riverman. What's going on, dudes?
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
We're going to be doing a commentary tonight, and it's another classic that I'm surprised that we haven't done yet. It's Night of the Living Dead, otherwise known as Night 90. I don't know if that's what it's called in the streets or if that's just something like Riverman always called it, and then I,
everybody calls it Night 90.
It's just what it's called in the streets, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do Night 90. It's arguably one of those remakes that is just as good or better, depending on who you are, than the original. Or it's a remake that definitely serves a purpose, right? Like the original Night of the Living Dead could use an update, right, at the time?
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll get into that, our opinions on which one we think is better throughout the commentary. But
yeah, but at the time, this movie came out in 90 when it wasn't a super hip trend thing to remake every movie. So when you got a remake, it wasn't like, gouge my eyes out, pull my hair out. I'm so sick of this, right? It was kind of like, hey, I wonder what this is all about. But we're going to jump right into it and not really waste any time. We're going to do 3, 2, 1, play. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Fallout Boy, are you ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
Yuck. Columbia Pictures, man.
Didn't even mention it, but yeah, like as soon as we push play, it goes right into Columbia Pictures, the old school logo.
You think her fucking arm is getting tired after years of holding that shit?
Nobody's ever asked me that after, taking a piss and holding my thing. Hey, I got a question though. Like, is this a rip or where'd this come from?
The internet.
George A. Romero present. Where's the S?
Present.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
George A. Romero present.
Yeah, present. I don't know why it says present. But
It's a present. He's giving it to us as a gift.
Right off the bat, there's a fucking typo.
he did the screenplay remake of this screenplay, or he did the screenplay of this too, I guess. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, directed by Tom Savini. It's the best thing I think he's ever done. One of the, next to, some of the effects he did in like Dawn of the Dead and obviously Day of the Dead, but man, Tom Savini's a piece of shit.
Dude, his best effect was in a fucking shitty movie, Prowler.
Hey, we'll give Tom Savini props on this one, man. I'm not gonna shit on him too much in this film, but
I think that's his best kill effect is in Prowler, the shower scene. But it's not a very good movie overall.
Nah, it's still the Maniac, I think, where he gets his head blown off.
That's good too.
Did Tom Savini do the effects of this movie as well, or did he just stick to directing?
I'm not sure.
I think he had a team helping out, but I think he did some of the effects, but there's not a whole lot of like really gory stuff. First of all, that intro scene I thought was a lot longer than this. Where you see the moon.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is maybe I'm just thinking of the VHS version, but I don't know.
On the trivia, it says that he originally wanted the movie to start out in black and white and gradually add color as it goes on. I don't know if it just means it's opening scene or through the whole movie or what.
Which I think is a dumb idea. I think it's perfect what it is. But
it kind of did that, though, with the moon. It was a black and white shot.
Yeah. I love this music, dude. The music is just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really cool. And this movie had Rob Zombie's dream cast before Rob Zombie was fucking making movies, man. You got Tom Tolles, you got Bill Moseley, and this is pretty much, exactly where he fucking picks his litter from.
Yeah.
I like Bill Moseley.
Yeah.
I'd suck his dick up.
He's a nice guy, too, from what I remember.
Let me talk to him in an elevator at a convention.
Yeah. We should try to get an interview with him sometime because I know he's open to him, so.
Yeah, and he's got that new album with Phil Anselmo.
That'd be cool.
Maybe he'd want to talk about that.
And you could tell him I want to suck his dick up, like I just said.
I'll make sure to give him the memo. Dude, like the text, the font, and these credits kind of look like Are You Afraid of the Dark or something.
I think it's cool, dude. I like it.
They're coming on you, Barbara.
The horny Barbara. See, when I was a kid, I never picked up on that. They're horny, Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Patricia Tallman's awesome in this movie, dude.
Yeah, she's good.
I'd hit that. I like.
She looks like she was on like I don't know, like Melrose Place or something. I mean, she just looks like she's been in other stuff, you know.
You know the original zombie in the first movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about?
Did you ever see that movie he made that was supposed to be a sequel called Flesh Eaters?
I heard about that. I haven't seen it. Is it any good?
It's so fucking awesome. Like it's terrible, but it's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, the acting, it's just amazing. I have it.
The original zombie, did he was that literally the limit to what he did, or was he like more involved with the production or something?
He was just this first zombie in this scene.
What's the deal with that fucking old man that stumbled by?
They were trying to fake you out because the original one.
I know they were faking you out, but like other than that, what's the purpose?
That was it. That was the point.
Wandering, he's got a little blood on his head.
He probably just got bit.
He was the caretaker or something of the cemetery, I think. Yeah. Hit his head, it looked like.
I mean, so far, this intro is okay. It's no Children of the Living Dead intro, but...
Oh, God.
Oh,
I love that
dummy,
shot.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dummy.
That Mosley dummy.
You think anybody still has that dummy somewhere? Sitting on
Shit,
the
I wish,
couch?
man. I pay top dollar for that.
I don't know where the fuck anybody put it.
On my dick. You guys remember the first time you saw this? Did you see it in the theaters or?
Yes.
You did? How
No,
old was you?
I didn't see it in the theaters.
Okay.
I don't know where I saw it. I know I saw it a long ass time ago. Like I might have been 5 or 6 years old. I remember I probably saw it on some sort of creature feature, some late night something or other.
I might have actually saw this first.
You saw what?
I might have actually saw this version first before the original. If I remember right.
So wait, are we
before
watching
the original?
Are we watching the director's cut or what? The extended cut or what?
No, he's talking about this is the remake, of course, Aaron.
Oh,
before I
you
saw
meant
the
like
black and white
original.
movie.
Yeah. Which I remember renting this, and I went out and purchased it, I think, pretty much right away, because I thought it was awesome. Like, and this movie got shit on by the critics. I mean, they all hated it.
Fuck
What do they
them.
know? That zombie could hit that window a little harder. What the hell is that all about? He's like barely tapping it. And then it busts open.
He wanted to fake you out, bitch. Fuck, naysaying his performance.
I like how that zombie clearly looks fresh and the other one, it looks rotted out. I think that's a good touch.
Yeah, like he just hopped out of the casket, got embalmed.
Oh, yeah, he's
that.
still all cut up. Yeah, it's neat.
Too bad this movie isn't public domain also. We could just show the whole movie on YouTube.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's right. The original is. So we technically could, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be funny if he didn't throw the copyright on there just like the first one. He forgot again. Romero did.
How do you fucking forget to copyright your shit? What is he?
Because they had to change the name from Night of the Flesh Eaters.
Yeah, he copywrote the original name and they changed it. You think it would just
And
carry
they forgot
over.
to put the symbol in there.
Yeah.
That little symbol within the opening credits didn't have a copyright, so it went public domain. I'm sure he's still bitter about that, but it blew up his career.
Hey, the budget of this movie was $4,200,000 and the freaking gross was just $5 million. Just a little short of $6 million.
Yeah.
Technically a flop.
Hey, a question I have, speaking of regrets about George Romero and having the rights to this, Do you think it's if he had copyrighted the original, do you think he would be living off of the royalties of that fucking movie alone? Or do you think that the original movie wouldn't be as big as it is if it wasn't public domain, it wasn't everywhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, which one?
It's a double-edged sword there. I mean, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it was a movie I saw everywhere, so.
Well, I mean, that's part of its legend too. Is it's so renowned and so known. It's public domain. Like literally, it was everywhere. Anybody can show it. It's been a part of every DVD collection. I mean, so is that if he would have had do you think it'd be the same movie? Would it have the same like legacy if it wasn't? You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, he'd have more money, but I mean, I don't think it would.
It's hard telling. I think like Dawn and Day of the Dead are better movies anyway, and he's got paid for those ones.
Dawn of the Dead's the better movie. Day of the Dead, yeah, I don't know.
Fuck you.
I actually like this movie better than the original, but I mean, people can be pissed off. They can write shit in the comments, but
yeah, I mean, this one's really good. The original's actually, I enjoy the original too.
I love the original. I love the original, but just this one, I grew up, in the '90s, so it's
yeah.
There's a lot of remakes I like just because I happen just by luck to see them first, so they're kind of like the original movie.
Yeah,
like the fucking Naomi Watts Funny Games. I like more than the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I liked. I saw that one first too, and I liked the Naomi Watts Tim Roth one as well. But it's funny. That movie gets just totally. It gets totally lampooned. It just people shit on it, and it's got horrible reviews. But I watched it one night on Cinemax, and I'm like, I was pretty engaged. You know.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that play the little Fraser Crane Nancy boys that break in, they're good.
Yeah, probably just because it breaks the fourth wall, just out of nowhere, and it turned people off.
I remember watching this movie on Monster Vision too.
Me too. Me too.
Joe Bob having this on there.
We were talking about that on the last commentary. That's somebody that needs to make a podcast and just do fucking commentaries.
Yeah, I think we'd all listen to Joe Bob's podcast, but
oh, absolutely. He was just here in my city not too long ago at a Alamo Draft House, but I didn't get to see him.
What were they showing again? What was he hosting?
What was that movie? Class of 1984, which I wanted to see, which is a great movie.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Blue Velvet.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing Q&As on both of those afterwards, and I watched them on YouTube or on Facebook. They had a Facebook live feed. But
do you guys like Blue Velvet?
I do. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
It's definitely a mind fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Those Lynch movies pretty much all are, but I mean, it's not a movie that I revisit a lot, but I really do enjoy it. I think it's good.
That's one of those more straightforward ones too that isn't just like what the fuck.
Yeah.
I hear you guys talking about Tony Todd a lot. Did you guys ever meet him?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Was it a bad experience?
No, he's awesome actually.
Oh, okay.
Riverman got a soundbite. Yeah.
Yeah, it was at a haunted house or whatever. He was like some guest at a haunted house. I actually got my VHS signed. I got my DVD signed, and got a soundbite from him, and he was awesome. Yeah, I've heard like bad things about some of the experiences people have meeting him, but yeah, he was really cool to us. So,
did you get him to sign Platoon? What did he sign?
Oh, Lush got his Platoon DVD or VHS signed. Yeah.
Did you get him to say, I hear you're looking for Candyman, bitch. Now you're listening to Behind the Mask podcast.
No, well, I'll send you the clip if I can find it. But
we never did use them. We for a while there, we were getting like sound clips and sound bites, collecting them, and we like never used them.
Mm-hmm.
If you still have those, we can start incorporating them.
I'm gonna start. I'll look for those. I need to go into my storage again, find it.
But this movie's cast so well. I mean, everybody they got is a great and a perfect update on the original characters. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I love the acting in this. A lot of people shit on it though, especially
you know what that guy looks like? You know that guy, sorry to interrupt you. You know that fucking fat zombie looks like? He looks like No Kiss for Daddy.
Uncle Reach
from Freddy's Dead, dude. No Kiss for Daddy.
There's a fat zombie in Zombie too at the beginning.
Yeah.
Let me know when the homeless zombie from Return of the Living Dead 3 shows up. You were telling me he's in this.
Apparently a similar story with that guy. Apparently Tom Savini saw him at a restaurant and thought he looked good as a zombie.
Huh.
What if it was the same guy? What if it was?
Around
he was spending he was spending the check at a nice restaurant that he got from Return of the Living Dead.
That part was cut right there. You actually see Regis' head split open.
Oh yeah,
in the uncensored version, work print version. Yeah, this movie was NC-17 originally. It had some more gore to it, but they had to cut it back to an R rating, so they cut a bunch of the gore out, which sucks. And there's not that much more gore. It's just there's a few scenes.
You know, I take it back. The casting is almost perfect. I mean, as much as I love Tom Tolles and I think he's great, I still think Burt Young. Burt Young would have been even better.
He could have been beating fucking the main character and the little girl.
Exactly, drunken asshole.
If I'm correct, I think that character was even more aggressive in the original Night of the Living Dead. Like he was even more of a Burt Young, like kind of asshole.
Yeah.
Just maybe because it was the times, you know, it's kind of like a Boom to the Moon Alice, you know, like the honeymooners, they got away with shit back in the day. I don't know. You know, when I watched this movie, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of playing the first Resident Evil game for the first time because when you play Resident Evil, I know they're different stories, but it has a very Night of the Living Dead simplified like vibe to it with the house and the mansion and the music. The original Resident Evil has music like this. And then they kind of ditched it like after the first one. I love that original game, man. I love the creepy vibes and the soundscapes. And
you need to play the remake.
That was on shut the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I know it's so much better.
So much better?
In every way.
I want to live in nostalgia for the rest of my life.
I was just telling Zach I was playing RE2 today, and I couldn't get past the first 5 minutes of it. I couldn't get in the gun shop.
What?
Yeah.
You probably weren't clicking on the door.
I was.
Because it's not locked, I don't think. I don't remember it being locked.
Maybe my controller's fucked up or something. But because it wouldn't let me reload either, and I have like 120 some bullets.
Sorry about that, babe.
I thought you were one of them.
I think the zombies look fucking great in this movie, dude. I love this. Really I love this zombie right here, dude. The one he beats with a crowbar.
Crowbars up.
The paralyzed zombie.
Tony Dodd's like, he's really delivering on the acting and the facial expressions in this. His physical acting is good. He's one of those guys that just sort of got sucked into horror and made a career out of it, but he's a really good actor, I think, you know?
They need to remake Monkey Shines next.
They couldn't do any worse, man.
No.
Man, George Romero, I mean...
Fucking Monkey Shines is good. Fuck you.
No, Zach's trolling everybody right now. I want you to know.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to fucking bust his cover right now. Because he talks shit on that movie, too, when the fucking cameras aren't rolling. That movie sucks, man. Oh,
that
it's so bad. Great.
Fuck you.
Damn you all to hell!
I think technically that movie takes place in the same universe as Planet of the Apes. We just don't know it. It's a prequel.
Trying to think of the good Romero movies. I mean, obviously there's, you know, Night, Dawn, Day. No, Creep Show.
Martin.
Oh, I love that they try to do the sign of the cross, dude, and they feel bad doing it.
Yeah. No, you know,
Bruiser.
Martin, I don't like. I didn't care for Martin.
Fuck you.
Martin's awesome, dude.
I watched it one time a long time ago at your recommendation, Todd.
You need to watch it again, fucker. It's a good character study about a guy you don't know if he's really a fucking vampire or if he's just crazy.
He's just a pervert, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I could see giving Martin another shot sometime. I will not give Monkey Shines another shot.
Fuck you. That's a good character study, too.
No, it's not. It's bad.
You don't know if the monkey's real? You ever see the movie Terror Tract with John Ritter?
No,
It was a horror anthology, and the wraparound story was John Ritter was going around showing these newlywed couples houses, but because of the law, he has to tell them what happened to the other family that lived there before them, and it's all like murder stories and stuff. And one of them is Bryan Cranston is a dad, and a fucking monkey terrorizes his family.
Is it like a anthology and he goes into different like sub stories?
Uh-huh.
Wow. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's one that's like a granny killer. It's a guy wearing a old woman mask killing people. It's pretty good. I haven't
When
seen
did
it
this
forever.
come out? Mid-90s?
Yeah. I think it was like a USA movie, like original movie. The Network USA.
Speaking of John Ritter, the other movie you want to do, you talk about all the fucking time that we got to do.
Oh, Stay Tuned.
Yeah, he always wants to do Stay Tuned.
Oh, that's a good movie, dude. I like that movie.
And I never watched it. It's a movie I always fucking saw, like when I was a kid.
When I was a kid, I loved it.
Yeah, I never saw it. I always saw like the box, like at the rental stores and things like that. I might have saw the trailer attached to some other movies, and I never watched it. And when Zach brought it up a couple of weeks ago, I forgot that movie existed. Like, holy shit. So I'd like to watch that too. You got to put it in the box, man. I'd definitely like to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Which reminds me, I put Texas Chainsaw Massacre in there for the hobo that we got to do.
Yeah, I'll check it out. See if it's any good. Hopefully it is.
Have you never seen the movie at all, or just not the R-rated version?
I haven't seen the movie at all. The third one.
Oh, okay.
The Saw is family, dude.
Yeah, it's that one that had that on the box.
No, I remember passing it up because I'm not usually into sequels, but
my buddy back home, he kind of replaced you, River. He was the Todd of my other home, and he always made fun of that movie all the fucking time. He's always told me how bad it is and terrible it is.
the third one?
Yeah, he fucking hated it.
I don't know about the whole Viggo Mortensen thing because I can't really see him in that role, but I'll give it a watch.
It's really similar to fucking McConaughey in the role he played in the fourth one.
Yeah.
I love that house, man.
Oh,
I like
that's
that old
awesome, dude.
I like how it's a modern update, but the house still looks like it's dated the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'd want to see what his dick looks like. I'd like take his overalls off.
Oh, Uncle Rage did?
You think it's bent and multicolored?
Ugh.
Well, we already talked about this before. He's Caucasian, so his dick's going to probably look like Tony Todd's. You know, it's always a lot darker.
On the head. Looks like Goro's skin.
It's got those fucking freckles all over it like Goro has on his shoulders. It's weird.
I always like this dialogue right here where he's telling the story, dude. I thought it was kind of effective. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, this acting sucks," and I really like it, man.
No, I mean he plays it good. He plays it a good homage to the original, but he delivers the dialogue. He's a very intense character. Like almost everything he says. I met the guy, I don't know his name, the dude with the gas key, you know, the young guy.
Yeah, no, that's like everybody's shitting on him too. He was the guy in
Friday 13th part. He's in one of the Fridays. I can't remember which one it is.
He's in Texas Chainsaw 3, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's one of the main characters.
Yeah, he's in the 7th Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Why does everybody shit on him? I'm sorry.
Oh, everybody shits on his acting in this.
Yeah,
He's so hammy.
I met him at a convention. I got a buddy that's worked with him before. Worked associated with Full Moon Pictures. And,
no shit.
Yeah.
He wrote the fucking Ginger Dead Man's series, I think.
Yeah. So, yeah, one of my good buddies here in Arizona, he's kind of like the Todd of Arizona. You know, I've got a Todd everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done some work with Full Moon, and yeah, we were chatting with him at a con, and dude, this guy, he was selling fucking gas keys. From this movie, and they're in wrappers selling for like $5. It was kind of like petty. I think he bought one and I didn't care about that stuff, but he had the coolest like Friday the 13th Part 7 display. It was framed and behind glass. It was one of the only, it was one of like 5 of the masks they used in the movie for Jason, and it had like stills and stuff and like a machete. It was fucking badass. And, I don't remember how much he wanted for it, but it seemed like it was a good deal to me. My buddy almost bought it off of him. He almost did, but I think his wife fucking got mad at him or something.
William
really
Butler is his name.
That's right. He's pretty fruity, dude. He's
really?
gay, dude. He's really fruity. Yeah, he's fucking homosexual.
Well, so, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. We should get him on
suck
there.
his cock, dude.
I know. Zach's all about that shit.
Oh, we did had Stephen Jeffries, so you know it's fine. Well, I never had Stephen Jeffries.
I bet it's fucking thick as fuck and shoots a massive load.
we can ask him if he ever worked with Stephen Jeffries, dude, in the porn industry.
Yeah, I was wrong. I said his name was his porno name was Russ Rudder or something like that. It's something. I think it's Sam Ritter. So I was wrong.
Russ Rudder. I like that better.
I want to watch one.
No, but you know what? He would. He's the kind of guy that would do a commentary with us. I mean, my buddy has his details, shoot him a text or something. He might. Maybe I'll pull some strings, dude.
Yeah.
He also,
we could do Texas Chainsaw 3 with him, dude.
Mm-hmm. And he also wrote the sci-fi, Return of the Living Deads, which he says are shitty. He doesn't like them either.
Oh, he wrote those?
Yeah, and he talks shit about them all the time.
Well, everybody's got to get paid, man. I don't blame him.
He was the guy that was saying that the original script for this fourth one was going to bring all the characters back.
Huh.
Playing different characters, similar to like part 2, how Tom Matthews and his buddy was back playing 2 different characters.
You really think he can afford Joanna Man, dude? Joanna Man's like A-list.
Miguel Nunez Jr.
He's black and he's got a Mexican name. Never made any sense.
Maybe his mom's Mexican.
Oh, Roger Ebert gave this a 1 out of 4, dude.
Fuck him.
I know.
He deserved what he got.
Oh man,
God.
That's messed up.
I was just playing.
Oh. I remember watching.
Is he the one? Wait. Is he the one that just died, or is he the one that got like cancer?
No. So Siskel died of cancer.
removed.
Siskel died of cancer in like the late 90s, and Ebert died of cancer as well. He had his jaw removed, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think so.
I remember watching one.
He didn't deserve that. He looked like a fucking cartoon character.
He looks weird, but he looked like he he didn't need to borrow his skull to practice Hamlet.
Oh man.
It's fucking. But no, I remember watching an interview with him before he died, and he was like rolling around in his little wheelchair, and he had a little button thing that talked for him, and they were asking him, interviewing him, because the voice he chose was a British voice, and he's like, "Why did you choose that voice?" He's like, "I always felt that I was an American that was really British inside." Like, he's such a pompous ass, dude. Even without a jaw, the guy's a pompous ass. And he's like, "Do not worry about me. I feel no pain." And I just remember him saying, "I feel no pain."
No pain.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That'd be more power to him. Maybe that would be funny to have a British accent, dude. Like, after. I know if I lost my ability to speak and I had to like operate like a machine to talk for me, I would have like a fucking Fred Williamson fucking voice. Like, I would, man. I'd be calling everybody fucking crackers, jive turkeys, dude.
So this movie was banned in Germany when it was released.
Of course.
Ving Rhames was considered for Ben. Ugh, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Who was?
Ving Rhames.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, so you're telling me he was almost in the remake for Night and Dawn and Day?
Dawn. Yeah.
Maybe he's a big fan.
I can't stand Ving Rhames other than Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction.
I know you say that all the time.
I mean, dude, Tony Todd's perfect for the role.
Yeah.
You know who would have been great as playing the Tony Todd role? Pauly Shore.
Oh, in blackface, dude?
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Oh my God.
That
Imagine
would've
him
been
doing that voice and shit and that.
I don't know what he would have. I thought about you last night, Zach. I was watching Futurama, and there's an episode of Pauly Shore in it, dude. It's in the first season. It's fucking. The weasel was cryogenically frozen, dude, and they thaw him out.
He's playing the weasel.
He's Pauly Shore, but he literally does the whole deal, and he does the fucking weasel thing in animated form. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, that's cool, dude. Mr. Magruder was a guy found in the diner by Tom Savini, and he said he'd make a great zombie, and he put him in the movie.
Did I just say? Oh,
Zach
say something else. Say something else, Nickel. We gotta do that movie too.
I don't even.
Did that
reference go over your head, Todd?
No, what was it?
He did the
Next Friday.
Because he literally just told that same story.
Next Friday, okay.
Zach literally.
So you don't
just
like
said
Next
that.
Friday?
No, Zach literally just told that fact you just said.
Oh, he did?
Without using IMDb, he said that fact, and that's
No,
what
I used it. I just didn't say it. Mention that I used it from there.
When did
And
he
then
say that? I wasn't listening.
at the top of the hour, man. He said at the top of the movie,
Oh, cool.
and it was funny. I thought it was hilarious, man. He responded with Pinky. Nickel. Would you say nickel, dude? That's how he says it.
Yeah, nickel.
That must be the USA edited version.
That's just how he says it. Yeah,
It's
just how
really
he
funny.
says it.
Okay.
It's kind of like how Joe Pesci in Casino says Jew mudda fudda.
Yeah.
Jew mudda fudda. Dude, they
Or
should have
yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Mr. Falcon.
Tom Tolles, they should have gave that role to Joe Pesci, dude.
Joe Pesci should play every role.
This is one of these movies where I forgot Tom Tolles played that guy because he doesn't look like Tom Tolles, and you know, he really doesn't. He gets the mustache, and he's kind of doing this like whiny Italian. I don't know. He's just got a whole different demeanor about him.
His teeth look better than did Henry.
Absolutely.
Were they fake in Henry?
I don't know, dude, but they were great.
Yeah.
Like, he actually looks like a halfway normal looking person in this, you know?
Yeah.
He looked cooler in Henry, though.
Yeah,
but I'm
he did.
saying,
He was
like,
creepy, man.
he still looks like Tom Tolles, obviously, in Seinfeld. He still looks like Tom Tolles and Otis in House of a Thousand Corpses. Like, he really doesn't look like himself in this.
He just passed away not too long ago.
Did he really?
Yeah. I would have loved to meet him at a con or something. That'd be awesome.
Do you think right now, what's his name again? The guy with the hat, the gas key?
William Butler. Yeah.
Do you think Mr. Butler is thinking about how big Tony Todd's cock is right now? Like when he looks at him, he's in a scene with him? And he was curious?
That's what I was just thinking.
His acting is hammy, dude, but I like it. I mean...
Oh, he fits the movie fine.
Yeah.
Kind of the country bumpkin, bumbling,
I like that.
do good type of guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he died last year, April 2nd, 2015. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I want to say I'm sure I heard about that. I'm pretty sure Rob Zombie gave him some props or a shout out or something too.
God, I'm sick of hearing about Rob Zombie.
You were his biggest fan, dude. You were swinging from his nuts.
I thought he had some good movies, and then this past year or two, man, he's just been driving me fucking up the wall.
Nuts.
Yeah, man, D's nuts. He's a one trick pony, man. Like he had a couple of good, he got lucky a couple of times.
Yeah. I mean, when a director just progressively goes downhill, it's just hard to defend him anymore. Just like a Romero, dude. I mean, it's the same way. It's
Well, technically, Lord of Salem was his best movie, so he didn't just go downhill progressively.
I wouldn't say that.
No.
Is that what you say?
Garbage.
I love it. I think it's great.
I like it, but
I love Italian Euro kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
Like,
But he was like Fulci light, dude. He like didn't quite hit the bar.
I think he did a good job.
I think you're
I wouldn't even compare it to Fulci, really. I think it was more like Kubrick.
Kubrick or Argento or whatever. I mean, like, it was just garbage, man. I don't know how anybody let him release 31 in that state. That movie. Like,
he's an artiste.
Even that script. Everybody should have saw that script and be like, dude, this is not good.
Yeah.
Like, you can't blame that movie on the edit. Because I don't see how that could have pre-edited.
What, 31 or?
Yeah, 31.
31's the biggest pile of crap.
Like, I wouldn't even blame it on, like, an editing thing. Because, like, you can't tell me even before an edit there was a story there.
You should refund all the people that contributed to that movie.
I like how Tom
I wonder what they all
eyes
think of it.
Tom Tolles' eyes are so intense in every scene.
Bugging, dude.
Yeah, every fucking shot he's in.
I remember Lords of Salem was apparently a lot longer, and it was like the last movie, what's his name did. He was also in Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween. He was the fucking principal with the receding lips.
Oh, I can't remember, man.
Yeah. All of that shit was cut out. I actually bought the book and read it to get all the stuff that
Lords of
wasn't in the movie.
Salem?
Yeah.
I was thinking about checking. Is the book any good?
The book actually doesn't have, it's just adapted from the movie we got. So really, it's just the same story.
Really?
Doesn't have all that extra stuff in it, really.
I named my son after this character. Tom Tolles. Cooper did.
Huh.
I don't need this Cooper.
I thought you named him after fucking hanging with Mr. Cooper, dude. Mark Cooper?
No, fuck no, dude.
Dude, he's the most famous Cooper out there, dude. That's what everybody's going to think.
That's what I thought when he said Cooper. First thing I jumped into my mind.
I know, dude.
You should have named him after, like, somebody from My Brother and Me.
Dee Dee, dude?
Goo.
Mm-hmm.
Day. Is it Dee Dee or Day? No, Day's.
I think it's Dee Dee.
No, yeah, it'd be Goo, dude.
Goo.
Q.
Goo and Dee Dee. Alfie, dude. Alfie, Goo, and Dee Dee, dude. Not my Zoe poster! Dee Dee. You gotta give something cool to get something hype.
Your Zoe poster, dude.
Alonzo Mourning, dude. It's funny. Charlotte Hornets, dude. So fucking 90s, dude.
She's a MILF. I want to see him fuck her in front of the daughter.
God.
Man's got needs, dude.
That was the best part. Bunch of yo-yos. Bunch of yo-yos.
I wonder how much, if you played the original and this one side by side, how similar the shots are and the angles. And I mean, I know the dialogue, there's some liberties there, but also how similar the dialogue is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that similar.
Yeah, they changed it quite a bit.
It's definitely updated. But, you know, I wonder about some of the shots, though.
I'm surprised we haven't, or you guys at least haven't done, like, Dawn of the Dead yet, since this is your favorite.
I know. It's just one of those things. It's like...
Apparently, you can't even buy that. It's, like, out of print on every format right now.
On Blue it is, yeah. It's out of print. The Arrow's out of print, because I think the factory burnt down where they pressed it.
I still have the fucking collection with the all the different versions in it.
Yeah, I have that too, but I have the blue that came out, the Anchor Bay blue. And that's going for about $50 now. But it's out of print.
Bought it for $7.
Yeah, I got mine for about $5, I think.
Something like that. That and they had a day version too, the Anchor Bay, and then they released, right?
Yeah,
Scream Factory put out Day of the Dead 2 on Blu-ray.
They put out Day of the Dead a couple years after the Blu-ray one, which I have that. I don't have the Scream Factory one. I have the Anchor one.
This was actually put out on Blu-ray too on Twilight Time.
Yeah, which is a fucking scam company.
I don't understand their whole.
How did they
model.
get the rights to? How did they get the distribution rights? You think?
They just pay for them, I guess.
Yeah, they just pay for the Blu-ray rights because they have the Blu-ray rights, they have the VHS rights, the DVD rights. You can purchase,
and then they just print up like a couple thousand of them. Apparently, this one people weren't happy with because the transfer wasn't color corrected right or something.
No, they had a blue tint to it. It looked like shit, I hear. But let me look at.
I think there's movies where that works, like the original Halloween kind of did that. It had a blue hue to it. But yeah, if it didn't come like that before, it's just going to make it seem weird.
But I think you can buy this now. You can buy it pretty much anywhere now because I think an Australian, are they Australian or what company put this out now? Umbrella put this out.
Oh.
And you can buy it for pretty cheap. It's a region-free Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
I haven't purchased it yet, but...
this might even be from that. This rip.
I want to say they have the original night on that, too, but I don't know. Mm. Which would be cool to have, the original night on Blu-ray and the Night 90. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Umbrella one came out last year, and it's pretty cheap. It's like $13. It's not bad at all.
Umbrella was behind all of it. Full circle, man.
But the Twilight Times one, I'm looking at right now, selling for $90.
Yeah.
It's a fucking scam, dude.
And then you got people that'll buy multiple copies and then sell it.
I know. It sounds like another company I know.
Todd's mad about Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if maybe they might have freaking got rid of that because some kind of rights issues, too. It's her telling. That'd be cool if they just got rid of it because they're planning on fucking releasing one with every Nintendo game on it.
Well, I mean, they don't. They aren't all first-party titles in that cassette.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, they do need to release a statement, I would say, because there are a lot of people pissed off about it. And if they just release a statement, and if there is an excuse like that, let it be done and call it a day. I mean,
oh, this is cool. I'm on the Blu-ray High Def website, and they do a side-by-side comparison of the Umbrella version Blu-ray and the Twilight Times, and it's pretty fucking cool. And the Umbrella, of course, looks a lot better, but.
So what's keeping you from getting the Umbrella version, Todd?
Nothing. I just found out it came out probably 3 or 4 months ago. I just haven't had a chance to pick it up yet. I have it on VHS, so I'm just kind of... That's the version I usually watch, because that was the version I watched when I was a kid. I used to... When I went home sick, or I pretended I was sick, I stayed home from school, I watched the Romero, Night, Dawn, Day.
Mm-hmm.
But I usually just watch the Savini Night and then Dawn Day.
You got any stories like that where you stayed home and watched a movie for the first time, Aaron? Because the first time I ever stayed home, or first time I ever watched fucking Bill and Ted movies, I stayed home from school, faked sick, and this magical movie came on, and it changed my life.
I actually do have a story.
Encore.
I actually do have a story too like that. So the movie I watched when I stayed home. So I remember I was, it wasn't school, but like the whole family went out. It was like a family day. They're all going out fishing or whatever. I don't really care to fish. I know, Todd, you love to fish.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I might be more into it now that I'm older, but when I was a kid, it didn't interest me. Anyway, so I don't know if I've told you this story in private, Zach, or not, but I probably have. I wanted to watch Home Alone. I wanted to watch Home Alone. So, and then I had Home Alone recorded off of TV on VHS, right? And,
Okay. I think I remember this.
And so we kept like some of those movies in my dad's closet. So they were gone and I went through my dad's closet and I got Home Alone. It was the old Home Alone we always watched for years. And then I go in the living room, I plop it in the VCR and I sit down on the floor just sort of lounge style and I put it in and it starts off Home Alone, dun, 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 oh, the whole thing. And all of a sudden it starts fizzing and going to white noise. And then it turns into fucking lesbian porn. Now I was, probably 12-ish. And all of a sudden it starts turning into this scene. It's a spa scene. And it's 4 lesbians dyking out. And now at first I was upset, but then I quickly was not upset, if you know what I mean. And I'm just sitting there watching it like, whoa. And then, you know, I of course was very erect. And out of nowhere, about 5 minutes into it, I had my first fucking explosion.
Oh my God.
You cummed.
Dude, the first time in my life. And I'm just sitting there and all of a sudden, literally, I didn't know what was happening. My eyes rolled the back of my head. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
He cummed.
So that's the movie I saw when I
thought for a second, I thought that was a story where it turned into your parents' sex tape.
No, that was a totally different time. God, that's when I went to go watch home movies. I went to go watch Christmas '97. And then it turned into my parents having sex. I'm like, damn it. So I stopped going and watching old movies in their closet. I stopped. I learned my lesson. Well, see, the first time it was the porn, and I'm like, hey, I lucked out the first time. Let's go for round 2. No, the round 2 was my parents' porn. So
I walked into my room home from school, and I found Anal Pool Party 7 on my bed. It was all black. And I didn't know how it got there, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, who is this? I come to find out it was probably my stepdad's or my mom's or something, and they were playing a trick on me. But I was too embarrassed to bring it up to them.
I would have watched it.
I ended up keeping it, and then I threw it on Adam's doorstep, dude. Were you with me when we did that?
No.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Me and Travis, but we went to his home, or wherever his parents were home, and then we threw it on his doorstep. And we were good friends with him, and then we rang the doorbell, and we took off in our car, dude, and drove away. So basically, his mom probably opened the door and found Anal Pool Party 7 on the front doorstep, dude. And she's probably like, "What is this?"
You should have left a note. Yeah. Hey, sorry. No, you should have left a note with it too. Hey, Adam, sorry I'm late returning your movie.
I know, dude. I never found out what happened to it. I'll have to ask Adam if he.
His mom probably kept it.
Tyrone.
Oh.
Hey, so wait, like you think was your mom the kind of person to play a joke like you on that, like that?
No, it was probably my stepdad. I'm sure he was probably.
Oh, your stepdad had something like that though. Oh,
I don't know if his buddy gave it to him or what. He's just messing around with us, but I never brought it up to him. I'll have to ask him, dude. But
that's right.
I thought it was funny, dude.
Dude, you should bring it up to him, man.
Yeah.
Similar thing happened to me, but it wasn't on my bed. Like literally, my dad just left it out in the open on accident, and it was a movie it was a DVD. It was like when DVD was brand new, and we just got our first DVD player, and it was this fucking. I didn't even know DVD porn existed. It was the first DVD I've ever seen of a porn, and it was called Twice as Good. I bet you can imagine the theme.
Oh God.
And of course I watched it and it was fucking all chicks getting double stuffed. And I'm like, I don't know if I like this. Like balls touching each other, fucking dicks. Oh God, two dicks, one hole, dude. Like I can't do this. No, thank you.
I remember when the cable company, we were getting cable and they screwed up and they gave us every channel, dude.
Yeah.
And of course we got like the hardcore channels or whatever, or I don't know if they're hardcore, they're softcore at the time. I didn't tell anybody about it because I didn't want them to, take it away.
Because they're all like on channel like 150, like way above. Yeah.
You sure they screwed up, or did your dad just slip the cable guy $50?
No, because I paid for cable. My parents didn't pay for it. I had to pay for it. I had my own money allowance. So for 2 months we had like the Spice channel, and I wouldn't tell my brother. And I like recorded a bunch of them on VHS. And then, after that, my brother was all pissed off at me because he's like, "Why the fuck didn't you tell me we had that?" Because eventually, they figured out it was a glitch, like the cable company, and they took it off. But I don't know. He's pretty mad at me.
That's funny, man. You know, the same thing happened to us one time, except my dad realized it immediately. And I came home from school, and you know, back in the day, we had like a couple of TVs. We had one in the living room. I had one in the basement. And I remember the main TV was in the living room, and I came home from school and the TV was just gone. It was gone. My dad took the TV into his bedroom, dude. And he fucking, yeah. And there was no TV in the fucking house, the entire duration that we had those porn channels on accident.
You got him on accident too, dude. That's so funny.
And it's like, I'm banging on his door, like, Dad, I really want to watch this show. Get away from me. And I put my ear up to the door, dude. I don't know why I did that as a kid, dude. Like, I don't want to fucking hear, you know, what if I heard something really gross? But I was listening to it, dude. I could hear him watching the porn, dude.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I hear the fucking weasel in there, dude.
Oh, man. Those are the good old days, though, man.
Remember,
you walk in, and it's like that Randy in that episode of South Park where there's jizz all over the walls, and like,
yeah, and he's like sitting in it. When he discovered like internet porn or whatever.
That was when you had the cable box, and you had to change the channel by actually going up to the cable box and like changing it with your hand, dude. Like you have to go up to it and go to like channel whatever.
Or there was a remote too, but yeah. And then
we never had that. We never had that. I don't know.
That was extra. Do you remember the days of the pay-per-view channel, and you'd rent like a movie that came out, and you'd rent it for 24 hours and it just played in loop, dude?
We got those too. That's for those 2 months. We got all the movie channels too.
Oh, here's
the pay-per-view were like.
Here's the Magruder zombie.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Mr. Magruder. He's probably the coolest zombie in the movie, dude.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a drink.
God, for being some guy at a diner, dude, he's pretty good.
And this is the same guy from Return of the Living Dead 3.
He must be, man.
Like, he just got discovered twice.
I guess.
Like, he probably thought he had a real career on his hands, man.
Lead zombie.
Cooper's such a puss, man. It would have been so much fun filming a movie like this, man.
Oh yeah,
working on a movie like this in this house, dude, on that set, because like the set's so minimalistic, man. Just hanging out.
I think this was filmed in Pennsylvania too. I mean,
it looks like Pennsylvania.
Yeah, like everything else of Romero's. I'm guessing. I mean,
where was Cooper on the way to? Why is he wearing a bow tie? Did they ever say?
I'm guessing some sort of dinner party or something. I don't know.
Or like, yeah, a wedding or something. I mean,
yeah,
they're all kind of dressed up.
Look at that mouth, dude. It's a huge ass mouth.
Yeah.
The white in the eyes, too, always creep me out. The zombies.
How do you feel about... do you like how they keep the violence super minimalistic in this movie? Or how would you have felt if it was like Day of the Dead? Like, they just amped up the violence?
Well, like I said, I mean, they cut a lot of it out of it here. I mean, that Mr. Magruder, they blew his brains out on film, and they cut that out.
See, that... I mean, like, that would have looked cool.
Yeah.
Just fucking shove him out. Look at this. It's powder, man. That zombie looks weird, dude.
Oh, God, yeah. This one, too, they cut out where he gets shot in the head. There was a huge exit wound of his head.
What's with all the body shots?
I think that's cool, dude.
I mean, like, why would you do that? There you go.
She's basically just trying to tell him, I don't know.
Shut up.
I got another confession to make. I'm your fool.
God.
Okay.
That was playing in the front room when I went to take a piss real quick. And it made me think of that version that's just like, the best, the best, the best.
And it keeps in loop.
Yeah, somebody on YouTube made it go on for like an hour or something.
It's like that fucking Smash Mouth one too.
I think it's my turn now, Zach. I'll be back.
You got a cork.
Yeah. I wonder, where have I seen her?
She's been
she's been in other stuff. She has to have been.
Let's see. And we shall teach rock and roll to the world.
Station. Got a bodacious Martian butt. Dude, Station's voice sounds like Goro, like when he becomes the big station.
Yeah, he kind of looks like him too. The face. She was on the Michael J. Fox show.
The newest one?
Yeah.
I think maybe she played his wife.
Maybe. It only lasted one season.
No, because his wife was played by that annoying bitch from Breaking Bad, his sister-in-law.
Oh.
The klepto. God, I hated that character, man. She has like... I don't want to say the wrong thing because I'm not trying to like condone violence or anything, but like, you know, it's just she's got one of those faces you just want to slap. I almost said she's got a real punchable face. That would have fucking
beat the fuck out of her.
No, it's horrible. I mean, but like she's just got
bust her fucking face open.
She's just got
a dick.
She's annoying, but I guess that means she played the character really well. You know,
I actually watched that Breaking Bad the movie fan edit.
Oh, was it any good?
It was okay. It kind of felt, the whole time, it kind of felt like you were watching an extended, like, previously on Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there were certain scenes that were cut out that it's just like, why the fuck would they cut that out? Like, the fucking box cutter scene wasn't in there. The scene where that dude dies wasn't in it. It happened off screen. And you just see the aftermath.
That's shitty.
Yeah, it was weird.
How long do they narrow that down to?
2 hours and like 7 minutes.
That news anchor in this movie, he looks like one of Chris Farley's brothers.
Oh, yeah. He does, dude.
Joker products.
You Michael that show? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I said Michael Rooker needs to make an appearance, dude.
Yeah.
They can bust out their camera, make a little home movie in the basement, like they do in Henry.
Is he reading the deadly mixture to the Joker products, dude? That's what I'm saying.
Must be using brand X.
Speaking of Farley's brother, you know that you ever see that fucking show that was on MTV called Together? It was like a boy band. And yes, he was one of the members,
and there was like one of the members was QT.
Dude, I bring that up to people all the time. They're like, "No, what the fuck are you talking about?" Like I'm making it up.
That aired when we were freshmen in high school, Todd. I remember.
Really?
Yeah.
QT. What's that?
Didn't he die? That kid.
Yeah,
that's why
the QT guy died. The kid, he was like the young one.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it was like making fun of the whole boy band craze.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of freshman year in high school, I remember when we used to go to our buddy Travis's house after school. He had like the hangout house. Remember when right after school we would watch the PBS like math tutor show where it'd be a bunch of kids helping you with math homework live?
Oh, yeah.
And you could call in and ask them problems, and then me and Travis would call in and fuck with them. and you'd see it live on TV, and like you'd be asking them really fucking weird questions or whatever, and you'd see like the kid look all confused on TV, and then all of a sudden he'd have to wave and get help from an adult. Like, and then we'd eventually have to hang up because, like, you know, who the fuck is this? But we'd watch it on live TV. It was pretty cool.
I was talking about this with him yesterday whenever we were waiting for you. You remember that show that was on, it was like, it might have been Nickelodeon. It was called Ghost Rider.
Oh, the actual typewriter shit?
Yeah, and the little ghost guy. You remember that episode where it was like a fucking slime monster, the purple
No.
guy?
I never watched it.
Yeah, well, fucking Sam Raimi did the design for it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, you need to see a picture of this, man. It's fucking hilarious.
And I
You'll
think
have
he's
to-
embarrassed. I think he might be embarrassed about it because it's not even listed on his IMDb.
You'll have to send me a link to it.
You said Tom Savini, didn't you? Or did you say Sam Raimi?
Oh, did I say Sam Raimi?
Yeah, you said
My
Sam
bad.
Raimi.
Oh, okay, Tom Savini, my bad.
Okay, that's like, okay, that's interesting.
I do that all the time.
Dude, Tom Savini's embarrassed of something? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's embarrassed of everything, dude.
He needs to take off like 80% of his fucking credits then. Seriously. I mean,
I hear he's such a nice guy at conventions, though.
he just
Oh, God.
when he just said Cooper's kids, dude, when he was talking, I swear I thought he said pooper. Thought he called him pooper. But anyway, yeah, Tom Savini's an asshole.
Here, I'll find a picture of that monster.
Wait, hippie zombie.
Yeah, why don't they just walk right by him? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like the threat here makes the Dawn of the Dead threat so much bigger, right?
yeah.
There's just so many more, and they seem more confined, even though it's a bigger open space. I just feel like they could get through all these guys.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like this isn't shit on like a Walking Dead universe. Just walk through these guys and fend for yourself.
The rednecks are probably enjoying the whole thing.
Well, they will be. I wonder why Tom Savini's directing credits were all downhill from here. I mean, you'd think.
What else did he direct? Let me look it up, man. See what he's
Fucking
done.
theater of.
He didn't do a lot.
No.
I just sent you the picture.
The Theater Bazaar,
Yeah, of course. That shit.
Dead
movie.
Time Stories, Volume 1, Chill Factor, Tales from the Dark Side. He did 3 of those. Wow. I'll have to watch those.
I got that whole series recently.
That's fucking great, man. I love it. Nightmare
God.
City just was announced. He's directing that.
Looking at that purple picture, dude, it looks like a diseased cockhead. It looks
Shooting
fucking
them.
horrible.
It's so funny, though. It actually scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Savini's new movie, Tony Todd's going to be in it. Well, he's
Good.
rumored. Ray Willis, Tony Todd, or Ray Weiss. Sorry, Ray Weiss.
Did you say his
Judith
new movie's
O'Dea-
called? Sorry. Did you say his new movie's called Nightmare City?
Yeah,
I think Frank Henenlotter has been trying to get a movie ever since. I think it's the second movie he worked on after he wrote Basket Case, but I guess the budget's going to cost so much that he hasn't been able to make. Oh wait, no, it's Insect City is that movie. My bad.
this premise is a small group of survivors tries to escape a city of the Walking Dead. Ooh, go figure. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody wants. I'd stay away from zombie stuff these days.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's based off the original Nightmare City or what, but
yeah. Oh yeah, that Italian one. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Did you watch Basket Case 2 that night or yet, Aaron?
Basket Case 2? No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
That's on Prime.
Yeah, I went ahead and bought the Blu-ray trilogy of that from the UK.
Is that region free?
Region free, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice. I love the cover, dude, of this Night 90 VHS.
Mm-hmm.
It has the zombie Ben on it, dude, and it has the Magruder zombie. It has the baby doll zombie
It's one I always saw at the video store and picked up.
with the green fog. Or
Yeah.
White
What you
guys
just
fart in
said.
my face matters.
Sorry,
One of the
fuck.
most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Don't be sorry.
At no point in your
No point.
The fucking Billy Madison.
Madison.
line.
Yeah.
May God have mercy on your soul.
I forget that I have it open and I type shit in and sound
White
clips start
people
playing.
fart in my face matters.
White guys fart in my face.
I thought
I
it
think
was.
the guy's got a career ahead of him now, dude. They got the fart porn. I saw.
Did you ever
I
watch
saw-
that movie? Did you check out that documentary called Tickled?
Do I want to?
It's pretty fucking hilarious. It's about like this guy, this sleazy guy, and somewhere he basically like tricks these. It's basically about this underground like fucking thing where people film themselves tickling young men, and people I guess get off on it. But like I guess if these kids, these young guys decide they don't want to make it anymore, they kind of blackmail them and post these videos all over their social networking sites and stuff. It's pretty fucking crazy.
That'd be pretty humiliating. Like if a video of you tied up, getting tickled by another man, dude. with a
It's
feather
some
on your
weird
foot.
shit. Some weird stuff.
Raises so many questions. I would just would have told my family, look, this guy paid me a shit ton of money. He didn't have to touch me with his cock. It was worth it. All he had to do was tickle me with a feather. Fuck.
What an idiot, dude.
Yeah, he's a moron. You know
Damn
what's
it,
funny?
Tom.
Explode. Dude, Tom Savini's the new fucking Michael Bay with that explosion.
No, it's funny. I timed a big fart I've been holding in for that explosion, and I farted at the same time as that explosion, so you guys won't hear it.
Thank you.
Now that you mentioned it, I'll have to go and find it and try to
And then
like make it
maximize the
louder.
audio.
Yeah. Make a fucking Aaron soundboard out of it.
No. And then the Todd board will answer. Oh, my dog farted. Fucking stinks.
Yeah. What commentary was that on where you farted and I just happened to have like got like I was looking for a good fucking Todd Riverman soundbite to play, and that's the one I picked right before I fucking clicked it. He farted.
Yeah,
So
it was just a
it made
chance,
it even
dude.
more perfect.
I cut one and then immediately, oh, fucking stinks. It was hilarious. Sarah? This is cool. I think she looks creepy. Those contacts do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Brace face. Retainer.
Did you see that video that's been like on Facebook of Tom Savini on Nickelodeon talking about effects?
Yeah, I did. Did you send that to me or did I?
I've just been seeing it posted on random on Facebook.
Oh, the Sylvia Soska posted it. That's where I saw it on Facebook. One of the
Oh, okay.
Soska sisters did. Point that gun.
This is not a test. This is reality.
The fuck?
Who's in the house?
Yeah, I should have done that part.
Sound like Stephen Hawking, dude.
No, dude, he's doing fucking Limp Bizkit. He's doing Limp Bizkit, dude. Limp Bizkit's in the house.
yeah. Riverman had to stop the movie and go check on his baby, and while we were waiting, I started doing that, and then Aaron said, "You should do that when we start recording again." So that's what happened.
I think we should start our podcast like that, except take Limp Bizkit out and put Revival to house.
That'd be so lame, dude.
Revivals in the house. And then we could take the backing track. Dude, we should somehow see if we can snake that. John Notto.
We're sitting here making fun. We're sitting here making fun of how like fucking lame it is, and you want to do it in our podcast.
Yeah, I want to see how many people caught it. Yeah, like catch it. That'd be funny. No, me and Zach, we Riverman. I know you haven't recorded with us. I just sound like Mike Tyson when I said that. Recorded.
Yeah.
Very much. But we like to talk about Limp Bizkit a lot because it's funny, and Fred Durst. It's like he's kind of second behind Pauly Shore.
I wonder what Fred Durst looks like now, dude. I'm going to Google him.
He's got just a big old beard, dude. He just looks old.
Yeah. He's fucking skinnier.
He looks like he still fucks 16-year-old girls. I mean,
probably. And it's fucking weird because Fred Durst and Pauly Shore are friends.
Yeah,
Pauly Shore was in the Break Stuff music video.
You know, back in the day, though, he probably could have like took advantage of like teenage girls that were actually like the cheerleader type. But now that you know he's kind of cancer to the music business, he probably has to settle for like juggalo girls, like underage juggalos.
Oh my.
We should try to get an interview with them.
No, man, I would never.
We could talk about his movie that he directed, dude.
Oh, he's in this. What was that? I found this one random VHS he was in at a flea market, and it was him and like I don't know if it was like Bam Margera, and it probably wasn't. It probably wasn't Bam. It was probably like fucking somebody lower on the Jackass. It looked bad though. Whatever it was.
It was Danger Aaron.
The Education of Charlie Banks. He directed that
with him and what
Jesse Eisenberg.
Where he's looking all seriously in the gate.
Yeah, yeah.
The cover.
What the fuck's that movie about? Just an autobiography about Fred Durst's life.
College student Charlie Banks has to face old problems when the bully he encounters back in high school shows up to his campus.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. I remember. Fuck.
Is he going up to? Is he stepping to the boy and going, "Hey, bring it on"?
I remember when David Fincher.
The Long Shots, dude, starring Ice Cube. He directed that too.
Did he?
Yeah.
I just went to his IMDb page and it shows like the girl next door with that fucking hot chick, Alicia Cuthbert.
Yeah.
And I was like, he was in that? Oh, it says he did the soundtrack. So it was probably just a song.
Directed the Fred Durst sex tape.
They were probably... That's
3 minute runtime, dude. That's so funny. They have a runtime on IMDb.
I remember an interview he did on Fat Farm where he's like, I can squeeze one out in a minute. And he raised the roof.
Raised the roof, dude?
He raised the roof.
When was this?
Squeeze one out in a minute.
He put his hands up.
God, raising the roof was never fucking cool. I don't know why he was doing that.
Well,
because he's stupid.
It's fitting for him, but that's fucking hilarious. No, I remember David Fincher was praising Fred Durst, and he was saying that he was like his protege. He was grooming him to be his protege, and he was gonna be the next big director. I don't know what fucking happened. Then he did the Long Shots with Ice Cube.
Yeah, it fell apart after 2008.
The Long Shots with Ice Cube. What was that? I don't remember it.
It was like the Gridiron Gang. It's like all those football movies where it's like the fucking troubled youth kids. It's like Hardball, you know, and Ice Cube's coaching these like young football team. I don't know. I never watched it. No, you know, I did know. I forgot he directed it, but I would have watched that because I like Ice Cube, and you know, it'd probably be like a shitty movie you can watch in bed. Probably it's very formula, probably garbage. But I literally decided not to watch it because Fred Durst directed it. No, seriously. Like I saw it on Netflix at one point. I'm like, I'm not watching this. Like he literally turned me off of it.
He directed all of his videos, man. Remember Boiler Man? That was a weird video. Why'd you have to go and hurt somebody like me?
Want to know what movie I used to love when I was a kid that's a total piece of shit is the movie Eddie, dude, with Whoopi Goldberg, starring Whoopi Goldberg. She's the basketball coach, dude.
With the monkey.
And she falls...
monkey in it?
No, she falls in love with Frank Langella, dude.
Oh, what's the Eddie movie that has a monkey in it?
Oh, you're thinking Ed with Matt LeBlanc, and it's like the midget in the monkey costume. It's like the worst looking monkey ever, and it's ridiculous.
Did you guys ever see the fucking Theodore Rex with Whoopi Goldberg, where she's solving crimes with the Tyrannosaurus
No,
Rex?
watched it. I know what it is.
I watched it as a kid.
I always loved Necessary Roughness too because it starred Scott Bakula.
You know what? I tried watching Necessary Roughness, and it was kind of boring. It kind of dragged, and I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again. You like it?
Oh, the movie's awesome, dude. I love that movie.
I need to try watching it again because I was the same way. I wanted to watch it because the Bakula was in it, but
now I've ended up on the fucking Girl Next Door IMDb, and I'm just looking at pictures of this hot chick. Whatever happened to this hot chick, dude?
I don't know what she did after 24. Oh, you know what? She's on The Ranch, that Netflix show with Danny Masterson and Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, it's a great show. I love that show.
Yeah, she's the high school sweetheart of Ashton Kutcher. You know that chick?
Mm-hmm.
Their little love story thing. Yeah, she's on that show. That is a funny show. I think it's great. I can't wait for another I don't know if it's like seasons or parts or what they're
comes
calling,
out in a few months. Yeah.
Does she get naked in it?
No, I like Sam Elliott, dude. What the fuck is Netflix?
I know. What's Netflix? Yeah.
I should do a commentary strictly in Sam Elliott like voice.
Yes.
Sam Elliott, is he the guy from fucking
Roadhouse?
The dude, Roadhouse, and
okay. I was
Big
thinking
Lebowski.
I was thinking of the guy from In the Mouth of Madness. What's his name?
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. Yeah.
Sound nothing like Sam Neill. He's also in The Long Riders with the Quaid brothers. What the fuck is Netflix?
I always love this scene, dude, where Ben sits down and finds the gas key sitting down there when he trapped himself back down in the basement.
And he just kind of fucking laughs to himself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
I was always like, oh... So he never got bit, so how did he turn into a zombie? When I was a kid, I was always wondering that, dude.
Does he get bit?
No. But when you die, you turn into a zombie, I guess, so.
A mouse. You gonna eat that mouse? That's a cute little mouse.
Remember when Major Payne ate a mouse?
Mm-hmm.
He was cooking a. I want to hear Major Payne. He's cooking a rat. There's gotta be somebody needs killing.
They're all fighting over Regis' hand, dude.
Don't you ever hit that woman again.
Oh. You guys buy any Blu-rays recently?
Dude, I haven't bought nothing recently. Like, seriously, I'm trying to think what I mean, what's the most recent Blu-rays I bought?
I got that new Vinegar Syndrome Psycho Cop Returns Blu-ray. That's a great movie.
I know, I want to see that, dude.
It's really fun. It's directed by the same guy that did Detroit Rock City, which Aaron still hasn't watched.
No, put it in the box and I promise we'll do it. As long as it's in there, I'll do it. I've been leaning on streaming and Amazon Prime and stuff. I haven't been buying a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. I just been buying VHS. I picked up RoboCop 1, 2, and 3. I picked up the Mighty Ducks trilogy on VHS.
Why have we done RoboCop?
I don't know. Broken Arrow. I picked that up.
Did you get all the clamshells for Mighty Ducks 3? I mean, Mighty Ducks, all the trilogy.
No, the first one doesn't have a clamshell.
No, that's what I was about to say. The first one just came in a regular box. I seem to recall.
Yeah.
I got a free copy of the 1984 movie, which I've never seen.
Oh, that's good.
I read the book though. Oh, and I got a Blu-ray of Throw Mama from the Train today.
Yeah.
I always loved that movie growing up.
Hey, listen to we did a review on 1984. Bat 32 and I did on Hobo. So give that a listen.
Yeah. I'll check that out.
There's one of the classic Hobos that never got uploaded to YouTube, actually. It's just on iTunes.
The third one.
I kept asking you to send it to me and you never did, but
I'll upload it. Yeah.
Yeah, we should. And we still have We did a long-awaited comeback hobo episode, and that's still not up yet, right?
Oh, yeah. Todd, if you want, you can just send me your version, and I'll add them together. Because I kind of feel bad, because, like, I'm the one that brought this into it, like, oh, yeah, we should all record, and then it'll make it sound better. So, kind of feel bad making somebody else have to learn how to do it all, so I can do it.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'll probably throw it up there.
Yeah.
Todd's still looking for his new hobo significant other out there. He's out there somewhere. Is Mr. Right out there?
I'm in.
Zach sounds like he's down. I mean, I've been talking to Zach about these movies, and he's rattling them off pretty well, man.
Yeah, I love
Zach's into the sleaze, dude. He's into the sleaze.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got fucking both the new Blu-rays of Necromantic I can put in there.
Oh, God. Nah. Which I did own that Barrel Entertainment DVD for a while. Then I flipped that a while back before it came out on Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
They're worth a watch, definitely, but they're pretty sleazy, man. Pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, what did you think of? Did you watch Serbian film? You look like the kind of person that watched Serbian film.
Yeah, I watched it. I didn't like it very much.
Yeah, I thought it was a piece of shit. I think we talked about that, didn't we, Aaron, on the last show?
We were talking about it, yeah, when we did Henry, and it was just me and you. So I was curious if Zach ever watched it.
There just wasn't anything fun about the violence and stuff in that movie.
What do you think of Henry? Did you?
Yeah, I like Henry, yeah.
You do?
That's a good one.
We got to watch Mask of Sanity, man.
Yeah,
we should watch Mask of Sanity live for the first time, and none of us has ever watched it. It's probably garbage.
Have you seen that, Zach?
What is it?
Henry 2?
Oh, I've heard of it. I might have seen bits and pieces of it, but never the whole movie.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that. None of us have seen it.
Was it directed by Jeff Burr, the fucking master of straight to video sequels?
Oh, I don't know.
He actually fucking did Texas Chainsaw 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did a bunch of like Pumpkinhead 2.
I like Pumpkinhead, man.
I like Pumpkinhead.
That'd be a cool. The VHS box art for Pumpkinhead's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had a Pumpkinhead, and I think I pitched it at a convention a couple years ago. Didn't I have a copy of that?
Shout Factory did that one too recently.
But I think I had the VHS copy, and someone bought it off me at the last time me and you hit up Crypticon in KC. The box art of it's really cool. That was before you got bit by your VHS bug, dude. You could have just had all the shit I sold.
What's that?
When we're selling VHSs at the conventions?
Yeah, but I was selling like really common ones that I really didn't give a fuck about.
But I sold I had some cool ones though. Like I said, the Pumpkinhead one was really cool. I had that pristine Evil Dead one, which was kind of cool. I don't remember what all I had, but
oh yeah, I forgot about the Pumpkinhead. I should have got that off you. Yeah,
I'm saying the I was just fucking talking about Pumpkinhead. You were listening?
No, I know. Yeah,
the box art was really cool. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
All hand drawn. All hand drawn.
Hand drawn. Yeah.
All of it. Yeah. This is really what would happen in society, though. You know that this would really happen with the rednecks taking advantage and having a good time.
I would be.
Oh, you would be?
I'd be fucking them. I'd be fucking zombies.
Oh, God. You would, man.
Dried out holes, dude. You'd need like some jelly packets or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Certain people would be doing it, but I think you'd pass a point of just sort of disrespecting the dead. If they're already dead, it's like,
they're dead. They're all messed up.
I always they did this in Cabin Fever too. There's a scene where they put him in the fire and the guy just kind of brings the body and just kind of.
It's got to be a homage.
Rip off. I always love this when Ben pops out, dude. He looks creepy as hell, man. He's great.
Yeah, he does. Is the chainsaw really necessary?
Yeah, I mean, how else are you going to get through that door?
That door looks like it's made of fucking plywood. Look at it.
It's blocked by a 2x4.
Yeah, it had a 2x4. You had to cut through it.
Oh, why would you just... Oh.
Imagine if he wasn't dead and he was just in there jacking off, and right as he looked in, he jizzed in his face.
I can't remember in the original Ben's character is not zombified. None of that, right?
Yeah.
No, they killed him because he was a black dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So what exactly happened? So was it the same type of thing where they found him in the house, but he wasn't zombified, or he tried coming out, or
He tried coming out, but they saw, a bunch of
Are you sure
rednecks.
was it because he was black, or they just assumed he was a zombie and shot him?
No,
I assumed they just assumed he was a zombie.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was the 60s. I mean, you never know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody can interpret it their own way.
That was like the first movie to have a black guy as a star, too.
It was huge. It was huge, yeah. Well, I think Sidney Poitier was probably a leading man before that, you think? I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's hard telling.
When did In the Heat of the Night come out? Was that before? I don't know. But yeah, it was a huge deal. And like, on one of the last anniversary DVDs they put out of the original, they had an interview with the guy who played Ben. And he seemed like he really didn't give a shit about any of this stuff,
Dwayne Jones, is that his name?
Yeah, he was doing an interview, and of course the interview was talking about how the cultural impact, and of course that he was an African American at that time.
Maybe he's pissed like George Romero that he never got money for it.
Maybe he just but he just really didn't give a shit. He's like, I don't care about that movie. I don't, whatever. Now, in the original one, she doesn't fucking kill, him, and shoot the fucking
she's kind of in shock through the whole movie.
Yeah,
she's a totally different character in the original. Because she's kind of that in shock.
I always liked this touch. Kind of makes it seem real that they added pictures of him. The original did that too.
Mm.
This is kind of like one of my commentary videos.
Speaking about your videos, another thing we were talking about while you were away helping your kid, I think Zach should record parody videos, kind of like Weird Al, but he should go under the moniker Zany Zach.
Oh, God.
He should put them if he doesn't charge for them, we just put them up on the website for people to free download. We could probably get away with just taking the backing tracks, but he's all about that shit, dude. I think it could really gain some traction.
I was singing, what was it?
Your Foo Fighter spoof.
I forgot how it went now.
Something about coming on his chest. Do it.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'll shoot a nut on your chest.
Oh, God.
Or first it was, I'll take a shit on your chest.
So, if anybody wants to
That's the shit that happens when we're not recording.
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
Gold.
So if anybody in there has any interest in some Zany Zach, just let us know, and we'll see if the fan demands
Does fucking potty humor sell these days?
I heard you do. I heard you rap some fucking Dre one time, and it's pretty good, man. Did you do the next episode, dude?
Oh, yeah, on the Mac and Zach.
God, it was good. You did the fucking Snoop and the Dre, right? Behind the track. It was funny. It was pretty good.
We gotta release it.
Yeah. When's the next time? I know with Mac and Zach, you're wanting to do House.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking maybe we should just since tomorrow's Easter and we're recording, we could just do Critters 2 since it takes place on Easter.
It's totally up to you guys. I mean, I'll be guesting, I guess, on the next Mac and Zach, and we were going to do House, but
yeah, we'll just wait for Critters 2 since we're going to do them all on Revival House anyway.
We also have to do a Return of the Living Dead. Somebody requested it off the
the original.
so.
Yeah. Let's see, was that Adrian Mendoza?
Yeah, Adrian.
Yeah. So I think we should too. I mean, that's great movie. I'd love to do the second one.
I'd love to. Yeah, the second one too, man.
I haven't seen the second one in forever.
Really? Oh, I watch it all the time, dude.
We'd have to find a VHS rip with all the original music on it.
Yeah. I'll hunt one down.
I'll find the one taped off Monster Vision. I never get back to Todd.
I know. I'm still barking about that, man. I want that back. We'll never find it, I'm sure. Hey, Pizza Hut, the thing of Pizza Hut, Pepsi. Pittsburgh
These
Brewing
tour
Company.
dates.
What?
Looks like tour dates on there. Come see Savini live in concert.
This song's cool, man.
Yeah, the music is cool. I like it.
Remember when Tom Savini was actually on the fucking Simpsons? Why the fuck? Anybody give him the time of day? Like
He
that?
was big for a while.
But he was this is like he was on the Simpsons in like season 10 or 11. Like it was like kind of, like 2000. It's like really? But anyway, it's a great movie. I know we did a lot of talking about other stuff that wasn't this movie.
Hey, real quick, you guys didn't tell me, did you like this one better than the original Night of Living Dead? Or
I think I do. Yeah, because I saw this one first, so it kind of is like the original to me.
I saw this one first too, and so I might go that route. But I think they're different. They're different, and they're both cool. I think the first one, the original one, is still ahead of its time. Like I still think it's pretty effective.
yeah,
And they like some of the gore in the original one is pretty intense for the day. And then like they even show like a zombie titty in the original. It's like for the day, it's pretty cool. And but yeah, I mean, cutting it down the middle, I guess I'll take this one. I do like the Barbara character better in this one. Just a bit more strong and more of a heroine, I guess.
Did you guys ever see the colorized version of the original?
no, I want to see that though.
I used to have it. I actually like black and white all right. I think it looks good.
No, yeah, like I can't imagine watching like Psycho in color, right? You watch a movie like Psycho, and that movie looks great in black and white.
I like to see it in color though. I've never seen the colorized version because I think Romero did the colorized version. So
I think there was like two versions of like two different colors. One of them had like green zombies. I'd never seen that version.
to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you guys like better. The original versus this one in the comments. I think they're both good, but yeah, I think we're just sort of all biased. This is kind of more of our era. And I think for you, Todd, it flows a little better with the original Dawn of the Dead and the Day of the Dead, I guess. But let us know what you guys think. Also, let us know what you want us to do. Give us recommendations. We like that. Obviously, we just mentioned Return of the Living Dead. We'll do the first one. I'm totally down to do the first one. I want to do the second one a lot, too. Even though Zach hates it, I like to do it.
I'll watch it. It's my least favorite in the series.
So, but they're all good. The first one's really quotable, and it's got a lot of fucking cheese in it, man. Like I said, Joanna Man's acting and his delivery is ridiculous. He's great,
awesome.
though. Yeah, man.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Okay. And it sounds like we got some Ritter.
Friday 13 Part 5?
Yeah.
That's him, man.
I think we need to do some Ritter stuff, too. Obviously, we've been talking about that. But yeah, let us know what else we need to add to the old queue. And until next time, I don't know what else we got. Anybody else? Anything else? Forever hold your peace.
Nope.
Love, peace, and chicken grease. All right, guys. Until next time. Adios.